Hello everybody, this is Brandon with Red 5 Rips. We are back with another card opening video, and today we have Series 2 of 1994 Collector's Choice Upper Deck. So we are looking for I think Jeter has a rookie in this, I think ARod has a rookie, and I think the Jordan card is in here. Also, this has I believe the silver signature cards in them, which can be pretty cool if you get the right one. So I am going to crack it open. As you see, it is sealed. I have no idea yet if these are going to be bricked at all. So if they are bricked, I will just have to pause the video, stick them in the freezer for a little bit, and then see if I can unbrick them as best as I can. We will see if I can do that. Let's get them open and see if they are bricked. That's always a possibility with Upper Deck in the 90s, especially if they've been stored, in a hot place or whatever it is that causes them to brick. So here we go. Let's see. All right, here's the moment of truth. Okay, we got a little bit. Okay, not bad though, I don't think. So you know what, I'm just going to open this one pack and see how bad it is, and if we're getting some paper loss, I will throw them in the freezer for an hour and then see what we got. So let's see. All right, so we got this crash card here as always. I think it's the scratch off card. Yeah. All right, so it does look like we get an autograph, or not autograph, but silver autograph in every pack. Let's see. How was that? It's usually like these, and the fact that they put them like this drives me crazy. If they were all back to back, obviously there'd be less paper loss on the front. See, like this. See, that could result in paper loss, but you know what? It's pretty decent actually. If I can maybe just, yeah, see, even though it's sticking, it's not causing, I don't think, any paper loss. I may stick them in the freezer just for 30 minutes or something, just to, because I don't like that amount right there, even that amount. Even though, let's see if I can see any. I don't see any paper loss because it was like in this area. I might try another pack. But what would be horrible is if, I got the Jordan or ARod, at least the silver is a signature here. I think I'd feel better if I stuck them in the freezer. Let's try one more pack. What's the autograph this time? Tony Fernandez. We got a Tim Salmon. Is that his rookie card? Oh no, up close. Jack Morris. He had to be close to retiring at this time, wouldn't he? 17 years. Wait, what? Okay. Is that paper loss? It's just on the card. I hate this. I hate hearing that sound. But these are actually decent. These will be no problem. I don't think. And if I throw them in the freezer, I think they'll actually peel right off really nicely. Little paper loss on that one, yeah. So we are going to do that. I don't want to take a chance. Yeah, see, paper loss right there. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to pause right there, and I will be back in about 45 minutes. All right, so we are back. I have let these sit in the freezer for about 45 minutes or so. That was a good enough time last time I did this. So let's open up a pack and see if we have some better luck with the breaking. So I had some that were really bricked up, and the freezer really helped. And sure, they come out where they're a little bit frosted sort of looking, but it doesn't damage the card. See, so even though there's some sticking for the most part, it seems like it gets pretty good. It does a pretty good job of not actually having much paper loss. So let's see here. We have not found anybody of note yet. So you can sort of tell, I don't know, can you tell? Yeah, see that? See this right here? So that's just the condensation a little bit, but it wipes right off and it dries. If you get a good card, obviously, set it over to the side and let it dry out. Was it Craig Biggio? I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. I guess he's stand worthy. Terry Pendleton, hero of the Braves back in the 90s. 1991 NL MVP, Terry Pendleton. Batted .314 that year. Let's see if I'm right. .319. I think Tony Gwynn batted like .318. So like, he was right below Terry. All right, well there's the silver autograph in this pack. I'm just kind of sitting these off to the side just to keep them separate. Those cards are kind of cool and can be valuable if it's the right person. But yeah, so it seems like the freezing helped a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and keep ripping. If I notice more bricking, I might put them in there for a little bit longer, but I think we're going to be okay. All right, there's Tim Salmon. That would have been a nice card back in the day when Tim Salmon was cool. And these cards are a little bit, this video is going to be a little bit longer than normal. Just because it does take, I can't just, you know, I kind of have to work a little bit to get them apart. And I don't want to miss a good one. Don't want to miss a Jordan or a Jeter. ARod. I did verify, I looked up on the checklist card to verify that those cards are in fact in here, and they are. So, nothing yet. This will give you an idea of what you'll get if you get a box of this. I bought 2 boxes off of eBay. This is one of them. I'm not quite sure which one this is, whether it's the one I paid about $70 for. I also found one, a really good deal on one, and was able to snag it for about $40. So I have 2 boxes of this coming in. And that's a pretty good deal, I think, for the chance of getting some Jordans, some Jeters, some ARods. Yeah, let's see here. There's a Hall of Famer, Dennis. That's a cool card. I like the wind up. Leo Perez. So I think there's one, it seems like maybe one rookie card in each pack. Is that about right? I don't know if I got one on that one. But it seems like maybe it's either a rookie card or an up close card, that one. All right, so nothing to write home about. This has been a bust so far. You know, just a bust. I hate doing that. I hate that, but I think, I mean, if they're cold, they seem to be okay. Jim Leyritz. All right, who's the rookie here? Nobody of note. Nobody of note. Nobody of note. Seriously, I should. Sorry, I have the cards a little bit low on the screen. Let's tilt that down just a little bit. I hate going long term without anybody good. There's Jeff Bagwell. I think he's in the Hall of Fame, right? Put him there with his buddy Craig. And there's a Ken Griffey Jr., nice Ken Griffey Jr. card that has, looks like paper loss, but I mean, it's not worth anything anyway. I'll just pull it there. The stands were really for the Jeters and the ARods and the Jordans, hopefully, that we get. God, I hate that sound. There, oh, got excited there. Saw White Sox. That's not the Jordan card. I know what the Jordan card looks like. Oh, Alexa's about to tell us something. Yeah. A reminder. Thanks, Alexa. Right in the middle of the video. Well, that's a pretty cool card. I like that McGuire card. Is that the... No, that's his actual card. It's a cool card. All right. Well, we are, what, 7 packs in? No luck. No good luck yet. I think we're doing pretty good with a paper loss. Even though it sounds bad when I crack them, for the most part, I think we're getting by okay. Now let's see. Andres Galarraga. Alejandro Pena. Andres Galarraga again. This was the Andres Galarraga pack. We got the checklist and his base. All right, come on. Seriously? There's a Barry Bonds. Look how young he looks. And skinny. Look how skinny he is. Come on, Barry. Lenny Dykstra. Silver autograph thing. I'm not liking these odds here. I was really hoping to maybe get 2 of one of the cards, one of the Jordans, or the... What do we got? Jose Silva. Checklist. Anthony Young. Joe Carter, the hero of the 1992 World Series. And Kirby. This is just taking way too long. Seriously. Let me super rip this. I'm gonna just stop right there and I'll be back. I'm gonna super rip a whole bunch of this. This is taking way too much time. Okay, I'm back. As you see, I've super ripped a whole bunch of them, so I'm gonna set them off to the side here. And keep on going. Hoping for some better luck. We have just had terrible luck so far. Fun. I mean, why couldn't this have been double of a good card, you know? Of course, that's never the case. Tewksbury. Lewis. Come on, Jordan. Where are you at? There's Todd Zollingsworth. He was a decent player back in the day. Ah, there's a... Oh, yeah, Tony Gwynn. Nice. That's a cool card, for sure. Really like that. We'll put that up here. And I think, I was thinking, I had said earlier that Joe Carter was the hero of the 92 World Series. I actually think it was the 93 World Series, now that I was thinking about it. The 92 World Series, I think he was on that team that beat the Braves. And I think he caught the final out, if I remember correctly. But I think it was 93 when he hit the home run to win it against the Phillies, if I remember correctly. Let's see if my baseball history is correct. And there's Jim Thome. Silver autograph. Oh, Doc. The big unit? Sure. Sure. I'll put him over there. I mean, I know I've seen some other Hall of Famers. Didn't pull them, but, pull the big guys. Man, I got excited. No, Johnny Damon was a good player for years. And Alex Ochoa. Silver autograph. Silver signature, I should say. It's not an autograph. Not a real autograph. Not like today where you can find autographs in packs. Haven't had all that good of luck this year with autographs or anything like any of the 2022 stuff. There's a Jason Giambi rookie card. It's a pretty cool card. Tomei and Dwight Smith. I think I had that card already from a previous box that I opened. Yeah, I opened up I bought, I think it was 2 jumbo boxes of this 6 months ago and enjoyed opening them. Got a couple of decent cards. Got a Jordan rookie out of it that ended up being a 9 after I sent it off. So that was pretty cool. Wasn't a 10, but what you gonna do? There's a Ryan Sandberg. All y'all know I pull those aside for Ken, my buddy who does videos with me. But he'll know he has that card. So, sorry Ken, you're not gonna get that one. All right, here we go. There is a Jordan up close, which is cool. And Eddie Taubensee is the silver signature this time. Here's the John Kruk checklist. Looking mean. Didn't he have like his helmet was always like pine tarred up and just got a bunch of like, here's Kirby. I won't pull Kirby aside. He had like pine tar and chewing tobacco on his hat and stuff. His helmet. Come on, Jordan. And Alex Arias. That's the autograph on that pack. The bad part is I believe the Jordan is just is the rookie card. My Piazza is a good card. Here's the Barry Bonds regular card. I do like this card though because they used throwback uniforms in them. I think that's the Seals. It's a cool card. How many home runs did he have at this point? 222. He had been in the league for 8 years, and he only had 222 home runs. But then somehow in the next, 8, he got another 500. Good times, Barry. Oh, I'm getting the Barry autograph. Oh, there's Jordan. Oh, I thought that was the autograph spot. But hey, I'll take it because I got a Jordan up close and personal. So let me get my hand out of the way so you can see that. It's a pretty cool card. I like that. It's in good condition too. I don't see anything wrong with it. We will bump Craig Biggio over here and we'll put Jordan right there so everybody can see it. All right, and the autograph this time is Scott Brocious. Actually, you know what? I throw stuff this way. Let's put Jordan over here on this side. How about we'll put him right here in the front? There we go. David Justice. One of my favorite Braves back in the day. Everybody who's watched my videos know I live in the Atlanta area. I'm a Braves fan. It was a good year to be a Braves fan after what they did in the postseason last year. They actually just lost a game today as I record this in extra innings where they had the lead. Let it slip away. Very disappointing. Who's that? Is that Gary? Gary Sheffield, yep. And the silver signature is John Dobson. All right, let me clean up a little bit here. Not mess up my Jordan. Okay, let's keep it rolling, keep it rolling. All right, so we got one Jordan out of this. Hoping for another. I'm hoping for the actual base rookie card. And it'd be nice to get a base Jeter, and that's a nice Ryan Sandberg card. I think Ken has that one. I'll put it right there though, just for funsies. Anyway, I don't think this is, I mean, they say rookie card for Jeter and ARod. It does have an RC on it, like on the checklist. So, but I swear they had a card before this. and Upper Deck. I could be wrong. I guess maybe I'm thinking of the non-collector's choice. Maybe I'm thinking of base. Yeah, these are collector's choice. I always like this. There we go. That's a cool silver signature card of Griffey Jr. Not worth anything, but still pretty cool. Add it to my Griffey collection that I have. I actually bought an entire, like, what, 3,000 count box that was filled with King Griffey Jr. cards and like a row. So it's like 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 4 of them were filled with King Griffey Jr. cards of all years, including going back to his rookie year. There were a couple of rookie cards in there. Charles Johnson. Anyway, and then 1 row was Frank Thomas. So 4 of Griffey's and then 1 row of Frank Thomas. I think that's the 3,000 count box. Anyway, whatever. I bought it at a card show, and it was $50 for the entire box. And I was just like, well, okay, because I was standing there and I was just looking through them. They were 10 cents each, right? So I was going to look through, maybe, you know, find 20 or 30 Griffey Jr. cards that I liked. I ended up finding like a whole bunch of them. I had a whole bunch of them in my hand, and it was going to be $7, $8. And the lady's like, well, you can just pay me $50 and I'll give you the whole entire box. So I did that. And I went ahead and got home. I sorted, I looked through, and I picked out, I sorted them by, oh, there we go. I'll continue my story in a moment. There's the Derek Jeter Future Foundation card. Very cool card. Very cool card. I don't have a sleeve, or I would sleeve that up. That is a issue that I will deal with later. One more card, and it would have been the silver signature. Darn. Yeah, so the King Griffey Jr. box, yeah, I got home, I sorted them by type and by the card. And so, you know, I would have like, you know, 25 of 1990, you know, 3 score or whatever, right? So I just had tons of different cards. And Tom Glavitt's Hall of Famer, but he's not worth any money. Is this Smoltz right after him, who also is not worth? Yep, they can be buddies right there together. So anyway, I picked out the best card I thought out of each type of card. So like for every, you know, I got all the 90 upper decks together. And then I would look at them and see which one looked the best. As far as centering and all that, I like that. It's a cool card right there. I like that. And so I would, because that was going to be my personal collection, right? So I kept all the best ones. But then, I mean, that didn't mean that there weren't a lot of really nice cards. And so I basically would put together 50 card and 100 different cards, 50 different cards and 100 different cards. And I would sell them in lots on eBay. And people would buy them. They'd snatch them right up for 25 bucks. I'd sell 100 cards for 25 bucks. Different junior cards. And sure enough, people really enjoyed them. I was able to sell like 10 packs, you know, of them. And made my money back and more. So that was a really good find at a card show. It's really cool to get so many King Griffey Jr. cards that I had never had. I didn't collect cards. I stopped collecting cards back in the day, probably 92, 93, maybe around when these cards came out originally. So I didn't have a lot of King Griffey Jr. cards growing up. Even though I was a fan and all that, obviously, I just was not into card collecting back then. So it was cool to get all those cards and, you know, have like, you know, 300, 400 different King Griffey Jr. cards in I filled up an entire, what was it? Like I don't know how many pages it was, like one of those books that you can put cards in. I filled up an entire book with them. It's pretty cool. And it was basically free because I made my money back. Oh, we got an ARod. Oh, man, I was really hoping that was in the spot for the silver signature card. But I can't complain. Let's take a look at it. I do not see any paper loss. That's fantastic. The corners look fantastic. Very nice card. Very, very, very nice card. Let's put it right there with Jeter. Jeter. All right, so the one other card. God, look, I was away. Well, I guess that's right. These come right before there. So, never mind. I'll stop saying that. The only card I want now out of this box is a base Jordan rookie card. If I remember correctly, he is like snagging the ball in the outfield or something. There's another Tom Glavine. Okay, so I've gotten 2 Tom Glavines. There we go. Sweet. So actually, this is not the one that I was thinking of. Maybe I'm thinking of one that actually comes out of the base upper deck. Anyway, yeah, this is great. Good looking card. Good looking card. Maybe a tiny bit of paper loss. I don't know. Maybe that's just... Anyway, check that out. Very, very nice card. I love it. Nothing on the back, except calling him the greatest basketball player to ever live, which, that's probably true. I was not a fan of his playing basketball. I was obviously a Hawks fan. I live in Atlanta. We always had terrible teams. There we go. Look, another King Griffey Jr. base silver signature card. I love it. I'm running out of space here. That's a good thing, I guess. I need to go get some sleeves. It's making me nervous having these cards out here and not having them in sleeves. Anyway, Jordan was always a bane to the Hawks and bane in our side. You know, he would, just a thorn in the side, I should say. He would always beat us in the playoffs in the 90s. And that's just how it was. That's just how it was. Okay, that's the 3rd Barry Bonds I've gotten. So it'd be cool to start doubling up on some of these guys. But I do have to say, after having years past and sort of looking back at history, another Randy, looking back at history, like watching, you know, the documentaries about them and everything they were able to accomplish back then. Yeah, I mean, I think Jordan's the best player ever. And it's, yeah. I don't know who else. I mean, you could argue some of the guys that were, you know, super long before him, whether it was, well, not super long before him, but like Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Bill Russell, you got Oscar Robertson. I mean, yeah, those guys, their stats are crazy, but I don't know. Something about that 80s and 90s, the way basketball was played back then, you know, the skills that were coming up. I mean, you know, I just think at the time that they did it, you know, and he was competing with against people who played defense better, who were more skilled than the people back in the 60s and 70s. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I'm going to give a nod to Jordan. And, you know, if my buddy Brad's watching this, he's probably smiling right now because he is a massive Jordan fan, massive Bulls fan. So there you go, Brad. That one's for you, buddy. Well, got 2 cards stuck together. Neither are any good, so I will just pass back by. All right, who we got? Got another rookie card, James Baldwin. Who's the checklist? It is a Kevin Apier. Yep. All right, so we got probably, I don't know, 8 more packs to go. I know this video is going to run a little bit longer than normal, and I apologize about that. These cards are not easy to quickly go through, so thanks for sticking with me. Get it? Sticking with me. But I hope all y'all who have watched this will enjoy it and know that this is the type of things you will get from one of these boxes. James Baldwin autograph. So yeah, so I was talking earlier about the Jordan card, the base card. I believe, now that I'm thinking about it, it is in the base upper deck, or the regular upper deck, when he's in the outfield and he's like catching a ball or whatever. This is the one that is in this set. And it is the one that I got a 9 on, if I'm not mistaken, from my previous boxes. So I will have to look at this card carefully, see if it's something I want to send off again. I'm sort of thinking about maybe getting out of that business. You know, it's a very expensive thing to send off so many cards, especially if you get them back and they're, you know, a bunch of 8s, 8.5s, that kind of stuff. That's a cool card of Frank Thomas. I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. There's a bow. His last year playing? It must be, because I think he played for the Angels in his last year. Such potential, such potential. So talented, Bo. It's a shame. Okay, I'm hoping this is anybody good. Cool. Sorry, Kenny. You were good. Derek Lee. Ends up being a pretty good player with the, Cubs? And Rick Sutcliffe. Okay, so here's the last stack. I do have 2 more packs, just as the final packs I wanted to keep in the packs. So let's finish this little stack and then we'll do those 2. And then that will be it. I have another box, like I mentioned, coming in the next couple of days. So I'll either do that myself or I might wait around and maybe open it with a buddy. Maybe my kid. It's more fun when there's 2 people on here chatting. But this came in today, so I figured I would just, oh, there's a gold. Why? Seriously? Oh my God. Could you imagine if this was a Jeter or an ARod or a Jordan? Well, that's cool. Even though it's Terrell Wade. I remember him being sort of a possible future ace of the Braves back when he was all the rage. That's pretty neat to get the gold. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those out of a pack. I don't even know what the odds are to get those out of a pack. But man, that would have been sweet. That would have been what they call pulling fire, folks. If that would have been a Jordan or an ARod or a Jeter. And this one's going to be a Mike Piazza, which is cool. Mike Piazza's a good player. Hall of Famer, obviously. Right? Hall of Famer? Pretty sure. I don't know if he'll ever get in the Hall of Fame. He has the numbers, obviously. Might get in on the committee vote and all that. I think there's a bunch of players that did it right, don't have as big of numbers as, say, Mark McGwire, but they played the game right. They have very similar numbers to other Hall of Famers, and they should get in way before Mark McGwire. And I'm only going to say these 2 just because I'm sure there's way more from other teams, but I know of 2 that were Atlanta Braves that should, in my opinion, be in the Hall of Fame. That's Andrew Jones, one of the best defensive center fielders ever. Also with 400 home runs, 10 Gold Gloves. He should be in the Hall of Fame. The Deion Sanders. I like Deion back in the day. Look at him catching that ball. And Dale Murphy was just what, the, 2-time MVP. And Martin Freeman. 2-time MVP, 398 home runs. Was one of the, had the second most hits in the 80s, if I remember correctly. I believe only second to, who is it? It was, why am I blanking on his name? Played for the Phillies, third baseman. Wow, totally just blanking. Maybe it wasn't him, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. Hopefully I remember it here in the next 2 minutes, by the end of this video. Phillies third baseman. Okay, that's bothering me now. Okay, here we go. Who we got? The last two packs. This has been a decent box. I got all 4 of the ones I wanted. Didn't get any doubles of them. Maybe I will here in the next pack or 2. But if we don't, that's all right. We did get all 4, which is fantastic. All right, well, there's the one chance that we had at getting another one, and that goes by the wayside. Walt Weiss. Still thinking of the person. Totally gonna look it up here in a second. And I could be wrong about that. Now that I'm thinking about it, it may not have been him that was the most hits in the 1980s. And there was the other chance. All right, and the last silver autograph, silver signature is Jose Guzman. Okay, just so you think nothing I'm stupid. Here we go. Most hits in the 80s. Well, I was wrong. I was thinking that Murphy did have the second most hits. But it says here Robin Yount. Del Murphy was 5th. Why did I think it was... Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, hey, there we go. I'm wrong. See, I don't know quite as much as I thought I did. And that's okay. Because we're all learning. I learned something today. Thanks, Robin Yount. All right, so that's what you get in a box of 1994 Upper Deck Collector's Choice Series 2. Some cool cards. I'm very happy with how they came out and how they were, they were stuck together a little bit. You saw those first couple packs. Luckily, after freezing them for a good 45 minutes, they seem to have popped off pretty well. And at least all the cards that were potentially worth some cash came out pretty well. So, all right, well, thanks for hanging out. Please like and subscribe and all that other YouTube stuff that you hear every single time you watch one of these videos. I really appreciate you joining me today, and have a good day.